Hello, Toy Collector fans. Universal Toy Collector here, and welcome to the channel. In tonight's live stream, we're going to be talking all things The Bunker. Yes, hello everybody. Hoping you are keeping well. Like I said, tonight we're going to be talking The Bunker. We've got a couple of guests. We've got Ben, who owns and runs The Bunker, and we're going to be joined by Martin from a long time ago. Unfortunately, Adam can't make it because he's busy. So bless his cotton socks. So yeah, no worries, Adam. Yeah, no problem at all. Bastard. Right, anyway, let's say hello to those in the chat. I can see Martin in the background there. Right, okay, so we've got G-Force. Hello, Governor. Hello, Governor Back. How are you? Nice you to join us. We have Kieran Ball. Hello, G-Force. And his Dick Van Dyke English accent. Yeah, I'll tell you what, he sounded like Dick Van Dyke. Awesome stuff. Right, we've got Jonathan Redmond. Hello, Jonathan. How are you? Hoping you are keeping well. We've got Palps. Somehow he's managed to find his way here. Awesome stuff. How you doing, Palps? Great to see you the other weekend, by the way. We had a lovely time in London for those that turned up. And for those of you that weren't invited, I'm sorry. But there will be other times, I'm sure. Just make sure that you keep your ears peeled and stuff like that and whatever. We'll keep them to the ground. So there you go. Right, what's this? 90 minutes left in my WFH sentence. Oh, bless you. Okay, well, hope it's a good 90 minutes. We've got Des T. Hello, evening. Evening, Des. How are you? We've got Delvian. Evening, Delvian. Good to see both of you at the weekend. Who else? We've got Hoppy. Hello, sir. How are you? Nice of you to join us. Well, hello, Stu, Martin, Adam. Well, Adam's not here, unfortunately, but never mind. We shall carry on. The show goes on, as they say. All right, we've got everybody saying hello to each other. Have we got anybody new in the chat? Everybody saying hello to each other. What's this? Adam sounds nothing like that. Well, that's not how Martin said he sounded, but there you go. Oh, have we got Steph? Did Steph pop in? Where's Steph? Have I missed you, Steph? Oh, I think I've missed Steph. Where has she gone? And don't say get me glasses. Right, so we got well, there's Martin. Hello, Martin. And hey, Steph. Hello, Steph. How are you? Hoping you're keeping well. Thank you for joining us. George Aiken. Oh, hello. Oh, hello back to you. Hoping you're keeping well. What's this? Oh, I'll step in for Adam, although I've never been to the bunker. Oh, well. Brilliant. Okay, no worries. Adam is busy organising his vitamins A, B, C. Yeah, probably more than likely, bless him. We got Jason. Hello, Jason. How are you? Nice you to join us and listen in the chat for invites. Yes, absolutely. That's what you've got to do. If there's an invite, you leave it here first. VTR, hello. And VTR, you were one of those people that didn't get invited. I do sincerely apologise, but I'll blame that on Martin. But no, nice you to join us. Thank you very much. Who is this? This is my lovely wife, Georgie. Hello. Hoping, well, I know you're okay. You've been very stressed lately with work and very busy. But you're okay. What's this? Get your glasses. You don't need my glasses. Hello, Steph. Right, George is saying hello to everybody. Right, do we have anybody else new in the chat? Right, I think that's it. Right, let's get our guests on then. So we are having a little bit of technical issues with Ben. I'm hoping he's going to be all right. But firstly, let's get up Adam from along. Bloody hell, Martin.
No, right. Adam wussed out. I'm afraid, Stu.
He did what?
He wussed out. I'm afraid.
I know.
Yeah. I think he had some washing to do or something.
Washing? What, his hair and his beard? He's probably trimming his beard in or something like that. Let's say hello to Wizzy. Hello, Wizzy. That's not Wizzy. Oh, for Christ's sake. Where's Wizzy? He was here a minute ago. Here he is. Hello, Wizzy. How are you? Nice you to join us. Thank you very much. So how are you?
I'm good. I'm good. I've just been sending Ben a couple of voice notes because he's having a bit of trouble hearing us. We can hear him. So unless we learned sign language, we can't really ask him any questions at the moment, but hopefully he's sorting it as we speak.
Okay, right. I can see you in the background, Ben. Can you hear us? Not if you can hear us. That's a no then. Right, let's get him on.
Just a little bit low at the moment. So.
Hello, Ben. Can you hear us, Ben?
Yes.
Yay!
We're just trying to.
Martin.
Who was that?
How are you?
Just give us a few minutes because the volume's very low. So
okay, you turn it up.
Yeah, It's
We,
on
no,
maximum.
it's on maximum. It's still very
Oh,
low.
is it?
Like,
Oh God.
Yeah.
Oh, blimey. Okay. Well, do you want me to chuck you off for the time being and just talk to Martin, or are you going to be okay?
yes, please.
Okay. All right. We'll see you in a bit. Oh, bless him. Bless him. Right. So you and Adam recently went to the bunker. If you haven't seen Martin and Adam's video, it's on their channel, and the link to their channel is in the description below to this live stream. So, your thoughts on the new look bunker?
Yeah, I mean, it's. I mean, it was great. As you know, you've been several times before, but Ben's made several rather big improvements. Mostly on the ground floor, but the basement. He's got this. I mean, I'll let him talk about it when he comes on in a bit more detail. But everything's been organised centrally down there now, so you've got every line all organised down there now, so it's much easier to find a particular, card backs or lines or whatever you're looking for down there.
Yeah.
But upstairs, I mean, that's where the magic's happened. I think he's increased the size of the cabinets he's got in there. You probably would have seen if you watched the video, he's got a whole section now for mini rigs.
Yes. Yeah.
And it's such a great display he's done with those. And then there's a couple of new glass cabinets he's added in there as well. For graded vintage collection, that sort of stuff. But yeah, I mean, it looks great, and you just can't help but sort of you even if you went in for, you had an hour, it would take you about 3 hours until you forced yourself to leave. At least that's how I feel every time I go in there, because it's Star Wars heaven, absolute heaven.
Yeah. So how long was you there for, you and Martin? You and Adam?
I'd say about 9 hours in total in the shop.
You were there 9 hours?
Yeah, well, we weren't in the shop the whole time. We did something else as well. We did another video, but we'll talk about that later maybe. But
sure.
But yeah, no, I mean, I could have spent all day in there, to be quite honest with you. And at one point, Ben was like, "Look, I've got to have some tea. Can you guys go home now?"
I can't believe it's the first time you and no, it's not the first time you've been together, is it? You and
it's the first time. Yeah,
I can't believe that the amount of times you've both been in. It's the first time you've been together.
Well, this is Adam. That was Adam's second time, and the first time he went, you and I and Georgie and Steph were all in Florida.
Sorry for going to Florida, and we didn't invite people. Sorry,
he was,
but
he was very angry. Yeah,
was he?
But yeah. So then I went when we got back, and I think you went the same weekend as me. And then I think it was February. You and I and a big bunch of guys went up there, and gals.
Yeah. Again, sorry for not inviting everybody, but it's
I'll take the. I mean, I know you really organised it, but I'll take the hit for that one if you want to.
Please, you take the hit for all of them, mate, if you want. So it's okay.
Yeah, come on. It's not funny anymore. Come on, it wasn't Stu's fault. So then I think you went up, didn't you, for the May the 4th?
Yeah, what a great day that was. That was absolutely awesome, and the amount of time and effort that Ben and Joe put into it, it's just a superb event, and he's come back in now. So can we get you back on now, Ben? Are you all right? He's like Carl Pilkington, isn't he? Are you all right? Can you hear us?
All right, guys.
Hey.
Yeah. So I don't know what's wrong. I can hear you just, so I'm gonna have to really come up to the monitor and listen to everything. So
okay. And they said Carl Pilkington's got a head like a ping pong ball. Or an orange on it.
We can hear you perfectly fine, Ben.
I've been
we can hear you. Okay.
Because I've been cutting wood up this afternoon. So.
Oh, okay. Right. So let me just quickly catch up with the chat, and then we'll get to asking you some questions, Ben. So same here, not been to the bunker yet. Well, worth going, Jason. Very worth going. What's this? Adam mustn't have got an. See, look at this. It's continuing there. Continuing. I like it. What's this? Did Adam get shy? I don't know. I think he had to wash his hair or something. Off and on. Turn the volume up. There you go. That's some advice for you there from BTR.
Oh, I've done that. It's just not working. Like,
get your pens and paper out. Yeah, go on, blimey. I only turned in for Adam and Ben. Oh, God. Cheers, Kevin.
That's a good idea.
Try headphones, Ben. Have you got headphones?
I'm a caveman. What makes you think I've got some?
fair
You must have
enough.
some Star Wars themed
I've got
headphones
this,
somewhere,
and that's only because Martin forced me to buy it.
Did he? He's spending your money as well, is he? Unbelievable. Oh, God damn it. To be fair, beards do get a bit messy, manky in the heat, although Stu wouldn't know as he's even shaved his. Oh, for goodness sake. Yeah, because they get messy in the heat as well. Unbelievable. If you want to check out the changes to the bunker, I can recommend Martyn and Adam's new video. Yeah, absolutely. Like I said, the description is in the link below to Martin's channel and Adam's channel, of course. 9 hours, 8 of them sorting out Martin's new hot toys. We'll get to that in a minute. Martin, dress up as an Ewok, and once he looks you up, can have the place. Yeah. One day I get there, just no idea when. I still need to check out how near it is to a different city. Oh, okay. It's near Barnsley, isn't it? Barnsley.
Yeah, it's in Barnsley, a little place called Royston, not to be confused with Royston Varsey or the Royston down south.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, we know you love the south. Every trip was awesome. Just a shame
Well, who
there's no
doesn't?
place to have. Wasn't it that first started the London ball rolling? Oh, I think it might have been Palps. It might have been. Hello, sir. How are you? Ben, turn the subtitles on. Yeah. How are you? Nice you to join us. Thank you. We've got Connor. Hello. If Ben really owns a Star Wars shop, can you correctly name the first movie that came out? Oh, good question. There you go. What's the name of the first movie that came out?
I don't know.
It's unbelievable. Star Wars, Ben. It's Star Wars.
Terrible. Isn't it?
Star Wars: A New Hope, Ben.
It's not A New Hope. It's Star Wars.
It's just Star Wars.
No,
It's
a
just
new,
Star Wars. That's it.
no.
That's it.
Dear, oh dear.
Who's this? Chocolate Chip Wookie. Hello. How are you? Nice of you to join us. Thank you very much. Thank you. So, Ben, you've been closed for a long period of time, and we now know the reason why. Because you were doing some renovations and you were chopping and changing things up. When did you start thinking that you needed to change things up when it came to the bunker?
Pretty much about 2 months in. So I wasn't.
Okay.
Yeah, I was happy with the way the shop turned out initially, but I knew it was going to need change around because I had a couple of cabinets upstairs that I wasn't particularly happy with, but they were just doing the job. And I had one of the cabinets was kind of blocking the view when I was speaking to people. It was more.
Hey, Nick.
Yeah, it was more downstairs because it was just massive open plan. But stuff started selling at such a rapid rate, which caught me with my pants down. That I thought, right, well, I need to get more stock in there. So I just had two decent shelving units, so just threw them in.
Yeah.
And then just put them full of stock. But it would again, it was good because you got a lot of stock out, but it wasn't aesthetically pleasing. So I thought, right, so I thought, how am I going to organize this? And I was looking, I decided on gondolas. But if you buy these gondolas at like full price, they're crazy money. They're like 500-600 quid each.
Wow,
so I was waiting for it's just honestly like the cost of should we say shop furniture and cabinets are just absolutely astronomical. So I was kind of biding my time, waiting for some to come up on like the secondary market. I managed to get some local, which I was quite happy about. So, like, don't get me wrong, the shelving did its job, but they just didn't look right. Yeah. And then, sort of like I say, one of the most surprising things was the amount of walk-ins you get in the shop. It's incredible. Most of my stock is either acquired from America or from auctions or from the occasional private buyer. So, but to have people just like walk in and just say, buy this off me, I was like, oh, okay. But the thing is, it was happening so rapidly and so frequently that I had to put all the stock on the other side of the shop, and it would just look just a little bit scruffy. So now I've extended like the back so I can keep everything behind me now. So that was something that I definitely needed to do. But again, I needed an extra counter to do that. So and again, counters are very expensive, so I had to wait for the right one to come on the market. So
you had to wait for the two cabinets and you had to wait for you wanted to wait for the two cabinets and the counter at the same time then?
The counter and the gondolas, and then I bought the two cabinets brand new.
Yeah.
So because the cabinet at the back, like I said, it did its job, but it wasn't correctly lighted. And it was quite small. So and now I've got an absolute massive cabinet there, and it's brilliant. You can see all the stock in the full glory now, and it's all correctly lighted on every single level. And then there's a motion censored one on the right hand side. So we had Action Plastics, which had two. It had two shelves out. I've reduced that down to one.
Yeah.
So which Action Plastics in the shop is doing very, very well. But I think the space I gave it didn't warrant it, because most people are coming in for toys. So, and we've condensed it now, and it actually looks a lot better, a lot neater. Yeah. So overall, I can't see many other changes to the floor plan for the shop happening. There's going to be other changes in the future, more decoration and stuff like that. But I'm very, very happy the way it's turned out now. It's just so open, you can speak to everyone. There's nothing blocking my view. So
because you had that big counter. You had your counter, then you had those like that tall cabinet, didn't you? Just right next to your counter, so it's difficult for you to sort of look around.
Yeah, and that was like I kind of knew it there, but that was just thrown in because I just had to work with what I got, because it was when you plan to set up a shop when you've never done it before, you can't. It's just all guesswork. Yeah. So you go plonk this here, plonk that there, see if that works. But don't get me wrong, it wasn't a massive problem. It's just better now. And I managed to move my knackered R5 upstairs. So, but he's getting repaired soon. So poor bloke's been through the mixer. So.
Martin, if you've got any questions, feel free to ask. And the chat, if you've got any questions as well, feel free to ask. I'm talking in the chat. Let's just catch up with the chat. It's even called a Star Wars shop, no subtitled A New Hope nonsense. There you go. That told you. Never going to hit you. No, I don't know why. Yeah, because you might hear, but there you are. Evening, Nick. What's this? Chocolate chip. Well, everybody saying hello to each other. A New Hope. See, that's why we needed Adam on here, not Martin. Oh, wow. Wow. Shabby, hello, sir. How are you? Nice you to join us. Thank you very much. Hoping you're keeping well. What's this? I love that with all Martin's TVC, his Lego Death Star takes pride in placing in the background. Well, yeah, why not? Why not? He likes a bit of Lego. Everybody saying hello to each other. Yes, G-Force, just look at the bottom right of that Death Star. What do you see? I don't know. I can't see. Hi, Shabby. Where's my 200 Blood Moon figures? Yeah. Oh, dear. What's this? It's always going to be a work in progress. What sells this month might not sell as much next month, etc. Anyone else notice the obvious missing piece from Martin's Death Star set? Oh, right. Okay. Oh, look at that Black Series.
It was a present from G4.
Oh, okay. Oh, I see. Okay. So you said that you can't see any more sort of like changes. So why is that when it comes to the layout?
Because I'm very happy about it, and I don't really want to sort of cramp the shop. If you go into other shops, sometimes it's very narrow and you can't move. And I've also, excuse me, I've got to think of wheelchair users as well. So I like them to get around about. Yeah. So that's why I opted for the gondolas, so you can get down both sides. So one of the most important things about reopening sort of downstairs was the disabled access was temporarily blocked off because of the renovation work in the house. Right. So I had to close it off so the workmen could continue working as the shop was open. Yeah. Because I've got some of the electrics are at the back of the shop, you see. So, but I'm glad to say it's open now and it's returned that way. So, I mean, I'd love to put more out, but I think there's enough. Yeah, you think so? But what I'm going to add every so often is more bargain bins upstairs, because I've got like a Black Series. I had 3 Black Series bargain bins, all £5 each, and that went down rapidly. So they've been going now since May 4th. So whittle down to one basket now, and it's just an absolute rubbish in there. I'm not going to lie. It's basically it's just all sequel stuff, sadly.
Oh well, there you are. There you go. That says it all, really, doesn't it? So, talk us through the reopening. How well did that day go? I mean, obviously you had the 2 Herberts turn up, didn't you, Martin and Adam?
Honestly, in the first week's take-ins, I could close for another month, not bat an eyelid.
Wow,
it's just crazy.
I mean, yeah, that is. I mean, like I said, I've said it before numerous occasions to you. I think you've done such a fantastic job, both you and Joe. And how much input did Joe have with the overall look of the shop, or was that basically down to you?
Oh, that was all me. No. I didn't know. I asked. She's very artistic and stuff. She does.
Yeah.
Obviously, she does all the computer stuff because I can't even turn the bloody volume up. So she does all the website and she does all the Action Plastic stuff as well. And so
Right.
I'd kind of run it by her, say, listen, what do you think about this? And she goes, yeah. And but it was mostly me, but like we ask her about like colors and stuff like that because I don't care. I just want to sell Star Wars. But she's kind of like, I'm kind of like the driving force, and she like steadies the ship and says, well, you should do this, should do that. So yeah, and I just kind of like nod and just get on with it. Like.
Fair enough. Martin, have you got anything to ask?
Well, I mean, I was literally about to say, how's the first couple of weeks been? And how many of those £5 Black Series have you sold out of that bin? Because you were saying that beforehand they were just flying out, and you had an absolute ton more to go in. Is that still going well?
Yeah, well, I'm down. Like I said, it's whittled down to the like. Honestly, if they don't sell at £5, I think I'm just going to reduce them back to £2.50. So you've got your usual suspects. You got Rose, obviously.
I was going to come on to next.
Go on then. Go on. Yeah. Name some characters. In fact, we'll leave it right to the people. Right. Yeah. Who would you think is left in the Black Series bin at £5?
Oh, I like that. Yeah. Get your answers down. Yeah, I've got a pretty good idea. Oh. Yeah, so no one puts anything. You can't shut them up most of the time. The chat's flipping. You ask them a question, you ask them to put something down, and they don't respond. Right, on that note, let's just quickly say hello to the chat. Unbelievable. What's this? He really is G. He looks great out of the box. Oh, does he? Do you, Martin? Do you look great out of the box? I like that. Wow, there you are.
When I'm allowed out.
100% G-Force up in the top 5 easily for me. Well, they're having a private conversation because it's Star Wars. Okay. Delvian, I specified Black Series figure, not character. Black Series bargain bin says it all. Wow, no, come on, Des. Come on, Des. Wow.
I think he must have beaten Andy to that one, to be honest with you.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I didn't go all the way back, so you might have put it down. Jar Jar was an amazing figure, one of the best they've done. Okay. Sebulba blew Jar Jar out of the water, but it's still a quality fig. Yeah, no, it does look pretty good. Well, I've got a question for you, Ben. Are the Action Plastic stands for Palatoy and Power of the Force X-Wing the same? Or are the Action Plastic stands for Palatoy and Power of the Force?
That X-Wing one is, yeah. So if you do want to buy one, it's the vintage one you need to buy.
Okay, cool. Talking about your Action Plastics, you said that the space didn't warrant what you had. I mean, all the customers coming in predominantly buying toys and stuff like that. I would like to, I suppose the younger generation would probably not buy the stands, but what kind of like age group does buy those Action Plastic stands then?
Yeah, it's definitely most of us old ones. Yeah.
Right.
So it's very figure stands sell to everyone. So does the protective stuff, but the actual the flight stands, go to like between 40 and 55-year-olds. So it's quite rare actually to have a younger collector. We do have sales to younger collectors.
Yeah.
But not too many. So
okay.
But it's still fly out, so to speak.
Well, while we're talking Action Plastic stands, let me just take this camera. Look at this magic. Shit, that's bloody hot. Move it around. No, don't follow me. There you go. So this is what the display looks like. It really does enhance your display. There's the shuttle. And then I've got the TIE interceptor just there, which is pretty cool. And then I've got the same that side. And then there you can see I've got the tuner, the cloud car, and the wiring on a Action Plastic stand. And they really do enhance the display. So if you ever fancy getting a display stand for your Star Wars vehicles, vintage or Power of the Force, then Action Plastics is the way to go. There you go.
Yeah, there's a lot of the stands on the vintage line that fit a lot of the modern.
Yeah.
So if you ever need any sort of reference, if you just go on the website and you go into the listing, it'll list all the different types of ships it'll fit.
Yeah.
So
one stand that you don't have, and that's the Republic shuttle. I've got 2 weeks off as from Monday. So someone within those 2 weeks, I will come up to you and I will bring up that Republic shuttle so you can do your magic.
Have a look at it.
Yeah, and have a look at the shuttle, obviously, as well.
Yeah, we've been a bit slow on creating new stands at the moment because I've got my head deep down trying to create a Black Series figure stand. So
okay.
Yeah, I've done all the research now, which took a considerable amount of time. Fortunately, though, it wasn't as difficult as first imagined. So I'm just up to the prototype stage. I'm just getting a prototype made, and I'm praying that the first prototype will work. If it doesn't work, then there's a lot of work ahead. Because there's...
I thought you did stands for the Black Series. I thought you had the little 6-inch stands for the 6-inch figures, the black ones you done.
No. So the Black Series, there's people out there that advertise Black Series stands, but they don't work properly. So,
no, I thought you'd done them because you got some 6-inch.
Oh yeah, I've got like the He-Man stands, and they fit Black Series, but they're a bit clunky, and people prefer sort of like a peg based. So you probably got them. They do fit, but
these ones, Ben.
No,
I'll pick those up from you.
Yeah, they'll fit some, not all.
Oh right. Oh, okay.
So what this stand is attempting to do is just fit. Hopefully, it looks like if I've got it right, it'll fit 98% of the line, much like our new modern stand for the for the 3.75. That fits the vast majority of the vintage collection. And again, that was horrendous to make, because the problem you've got is Hasbro, in all their wisdom, keep on changing the peg depth and size and shape. Right, so you've got 3 things to contend with there. And so I managed to get a third peg on the stand which accommodates virtually all of them, but they're still producing figures now, and there's all different variations of peg size and depth. So, but they'll still fit the vast majority, and it's the same thing on the Black Series line. Now, fortunately, with the Black Series line, I thought there was going to be massive differences, but there's not. But I've had to tediously test over 200 figures. So, and there's over 1,000 out. Well, the best thing about it is I've never had the opportunity to do it because I never really dealt in Black Series up until I had the shop. And now I've got tons of box, tons of loose. I've been able to put the research, and research has taken about 6 weeks. So I've been beavering away as the shop's been open, measuring all 200 odd peg holes. So
wow.
So I'm happy with the results. I'm just getting the prototype made up, and I'm hoping the first one will work. So if we crack it, there'll be a huge seller.
I mean, I can't believe all the hard work and the sort of research that's got go into it. You know, I don't think people sort of realize that. And I guess it's the same with the action plastic stands themselves for the vehicles. The amount of work and homework that you've got to do to get that right, and to, there's a lot goes into it. I
know, especially when you see the figure stands, you look at it and you just pass up what's that? But the amount of work that goes into it's just ridiculous. But it's like anything. It's like knives, forks, spoons, anything
Yeah, but you can't stand your figures on a knife and a fork, can you, or a spoon? So I'm not worried about those, Ben. But you know what I mean. But I mean, Martin, have you got any of the action figure stands or the?
Yeah, I mean, I have drunk the Kool-Aid now, and most of my ships now are on action plastic stands. I mean, my 2 favourites have to be the Y-wing and the
superb,
the Jedi Starfighter with the hyperspace ring. I think they both look absolutely stunning on stands, and they're so much better on them than they would just be sat on a shelf. I'm also a huge fan. I think the ones that got me into the action plastic stands were probably the pod racing stands, because they float at an angle so well that as soon as you see that, I was like, I've never thought about buying the pod racers before, but if I get those stands, I'm definitely buying them because they just display so brilliantly.
Those the pod racers as well. I think they are criminally underrated vehicle as well. I really do, and they're so cheap to pick up as well. But I think maybe because they're so cheap, because you can't display them properly. But I wish they'd bring out an updated version, or maybe some others. But maybe they just don't think the market's there. So I'm very surprised. Hasbro haven't really gone massively deep into Ewoks, because they're
Yeah.
like in like for vintage collectors, they're bonkers, absolutely bonkers. The amount of Ewok Focus collectors is just crazy. So I know they've produced a fair few now, but I thought they'd like go to town on it. Like,
so oh, go on, Martin. Sorry.
I was just going to say, just quickly on the stands, Ben, you brought out the Darth Vader's TIE Fighter stand. Was it last year now? And you were talking about updating it. You still going to go ahead and update that one?
Yeah, that'll be out. We're going to update it very soon. It'll be here for Echo Live, the new one. So we're just going to like level it out a bit because there was far too many comments saying it was tilted too high. So so we'll just kind of basically waited for.
I've not even opened my TIE Fighter. I haven't used it yet.
Yeah, so we're just waiting for our initial, just our stock to run down. We've only got like 3 or 4 left, and then hopefully we can get the new one out for Echo. So
awesome.
Yeah. I mean, you say I've spoken to you about this before as well, about like, because they're quite relatively priced, aren't they? Your stands and stuff like that. Other than the TIE Fighter one, are you sort of like looking at redesigning any of the others, or are you happy with how those stands are?
We've just redesigned the vintage Snowspeeder as well. Because that again was on a tilt, but the I don't know what it is, but like our factory, they seem to like mess up the design. And there's also you learn these things as you go along. On the vintage Snowspeeder, we had the two flaps that hang down. We used to like had 2 slots you could fit in that. But what I didn't realize when first developing it, the different measurements on different vintage vehicles.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So like we're getting reports if they don't fit. So what we've done on this, so we changed that. We went to a different one, which was kind of instead of a double stem, we went to a single stem, and then people were saying, "Oh, we want it banked." So I thought, you know what, we'll just completely redo it. So we've redone it, and that's now on the website. So that's selling quite well as well.
I guess you do take a lot of input into consideration from your customers and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, it's massive. I'm not one of these people that if someone's got if I get emails saying you should do this, that, and the other, I'll take everything on board, because I'll be honest with you. When I did that interview with you, it was last year at the NEC.
God,
that was that was like kind of the catalyst of Action Plastics sort of being on YouTube heavily on different channels for like continue for a sustained couple of months, and the amount of feedback we got off your video, like Martin's and Only One Kenobi's, was just incredible. So we brought out tons more stands and listened and changed a few other things as well. So, and this is kind of the feedback I needed really as well, because it is perhaps I could have done more in the past and made me say ask, but I don't know, like when the company was like doing so well, but to have that kind of sort of exposure and have all that feedback, it was brilliant. So if like someone came to the shop and he said this, that, and the other, I'd definitely take it on board, providing it's reasonable.
Oh yeah. No, absolutely. But no, like I said, I mean, I'll be popping up within the next couple of weeks. I don't know if Georgie will pop up with me. If she does, it'll be the second week. But I will bring that Republic shuttle up, because I know you don't have a stand for that as of yet, and there is absolutely no rush to sort that out and whatnot. So it's yours for as long as you need it and stuff like that. So that's all cool.
Tempting to sell it, you know what I mean?
Tempted to sell it.
I'll be up the day after.
Yeah. Oh, let's just quickly catch up with the chat then. So behind every Star Wars collector is a great woman. Just ask Georgie and Steph. Well, there you go. Thank you very much. I thought it was Adam that was behind Martin, but there you go. Constable Zuvo. There you go. There's
that's
one.
The first one down. Yeah, and the best thing about it, there's not one, there's not two, there's 3.
3 Constable Zuvos.
Yeah, so that's one. So what are the others then? Come on, they're really obvious.
Not if they're collectors as well, Kieran. This is true. Holdo?
No, because I've never had and I try and avoid her at all costs.
Really? Wow.
Awful.
We've got 2 so far. Let's have a look. Kieran, have they blackmailed you? Wow.
She definitely deserves to be in there. In fact, she deserves to be underneath.
Okay. Oh, this is a good question. Any Acolyte figures?
I don't stock that shit.
we went to Forbidden Planet at the weekend, Ben, and
Yeah.
we walked in there, and every single Black Series Acolyte figure in there was $4.99. I think it was $4.99, wasn't it, Stu?
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah.
Got to go and bury it in the desert.
Rose
with those
Tico. Yeah, she's another one.
Ataris, never to be seen again.
If you can't sell them for £5, drop them to $4.99. Well, there's some advice. Hey everyone, I would have been here earlier, but I wasn't sure if I was invited. You're always invited, Dino, don't you? So, hello, Dean. How are you, little Dino? You all right, mate? Good to see you, pal.
Dino sent me a lovely little song earlier. He sang himself.
Did he?
Yeah, it was lovely. Yeah, I'm not gonna. Well, if I'd had it ready, I would have brought it up on the screen for everyone to enjoy. But I think it was just between him and I, to be honest.
Yeah. Okay. Great. Thanks, Ben. So, question for Martin: when you're going back to Ben's? Oh, there you go.
Well, Stu's going in a couple of weeks, apparently, Connor.
I'm going. Are you going to go as well?
No, I'm not. But I think Connor wants you to get him a stand, is what he's saying.
Oh, right. Yeah. No. I can pick you up. Yeah, I can do that. No problem at all. I'll sort that out for you. So, hang on a minute. What's this? Oh, Dean. Oh, Dino. Yeah, because I Geek Strong. Not bad stands. What I've seen. Oh, it's nice of you to say, Jason. Yeah, very nice.
Thanks.
Yeah. Got like a backhanded compliment, that wasn't it? Yeah, they're all right. Oh, peg warmer, not leg warmer. Was remembering Stu's capri shorts for London. Oh, for God's sake, shut up! Don't start. Question: is the website going to extend to having a showcase of items you have, and will you be able to buy online? Good question.
Possibly in the future. So the website's set up to sell stuff, but that was always the plan, was to fall back if the shop was doing a bit poor, because I had no idea how it was going to go. But for the time being, it will be a no. But maybe in the new year. So I've just started the last phase of renovation on the house, so I'm really short on time at the moment. And with the shop doing so well, it's kind of like it'd be very, very difficult to balance. So,
Yeah.
but once the renovation's over, I'm going to see where the shop is, because I definitely want to put a few things online. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not opposed to posting out. I will say to everyone, like, if you've got a specific request, or you've seen something in the shop, then just either WhatsApp or email me, and then we can go from there. But it needs to be very needs to be specific, because I get people saying like there was a belter like a couple of weeks ago. What 3.75 modern figures do you have in? Probably about 500. Like, people want lists of stuff, and I was like, no. If you ask me, if you're after something in particular, you're gonna get.
Yeah.
There's a very good chance I can reply to you, but you need to understand, away from the shop. The shop's only open maybe less than 20 hours, and I'm still very, very, very busy away from the shop, working on this last bit of renovation, and also I'm moving storage units very, very soon as well. So that is going to take up a considerable amount of time as well. So
Yeah.
but eventually it'll all settle. So, but it's definitely something. I definitely want to get some stuff on the website at some point next year. But I'll be completely honest with you. It's going to be more sort of the peripheral items, bulk stock, and basically stuff that doesn't sell that well.
Because the last thing you want to do is set up a like a web store and something like that, or a website, and then you lose footfall. Do you know what I mean? Because people are then just say, well, you're selling it online. There's no point to go to the bunker. I'll just order it online. So then you lose that footfall through the door and stuff like that. Is that something that kind of like you've taken into consideration as well?
No, not really, because I have my Facebook group that I run with my friend Richard Temple, and that's been going 10 years. So I post up stuff on that every Thursday night. So, and I'll post stuff out, and I do stuff where I hold stuff for people as well. So before the shop was open, I used to post on that Monday to Friday. So I'm just trying to find my feet with everything.
So it's good to know, because the question we were asked most in the comments from the last video was, does Ben post out? Can we get in contact with Ben? Can we send him a message, see if he'll hold it? Can he post it out, etc., etc.? So yeah, it's really good to know that if they get in contact, then there's a possibility that maybe you'll be able to help them out.
Yeah.
And you also post abroad, don't you? Because I know we've had South and Martin. We have a friend that's like purchased something of you as well. So
basically, I'll
States.
post anywhere apart from South America. So I stopped posting to South America of maybe about 2018. So, and that's because the customs over there are horrendous, and
Right.
your tracking as well stops as soon as it enters the country. There's no internal tracking.
Wow.
Yeah. So this is one of the decisions to cut it off, is because this is when I was dealing on eBay many years ago. You know, you'd have to refund so many people, and then the stuff would turn up, but like down the line, you know, a couple of months later, because the postal system is just horrendous there. And I've heard so many horror stories over the years of people sending high value goods there, and people just, you know, vintage stuff, splitting it open.
Wow.
You know, and it's it's just bad. But yeah, the post pretty much worldwide. So
and how much trade do you do abroad? Is it quite good?
No, very little now. So there was well, since the company's been going since 2016, and you know, when 2016, shipping rates all around the world were extremely cheap. Very cheap. And then these steadily, when I was sending loads out everywhere.
Yeah.
And we were in the EU then. Yeah. And then what happened is incrementally, postage and shipping to America in particular just went through the roof. So as soon as that goes up, and then the different custom laws came in, and then the killer was the when we left the EU. So, but what happened then is, instead of me posting out all around Europe, everything became all in-house. So, really, it got a little bit easier.
Yeah.
So, but I still have a lot of European business, but it's people who, like, they buy off me, and then I hold it for them until the package is big enough, and then so I'll hold it for about 3-4 months, or until whenever they want, and then I'll post out as a big job lot.
Okay, that makes sense. Just quickly catch up with the chat. Lando Best Pin was released 3 times in 1 year. Palps, good figure, but everyone already had him. Yeah, definitely a bloody peg warmer he is. Stands are good, but you also need more room for them. Well, this is true. We've got a question for Ben. Will you be doing a new display stand for your new what's that?
Hoping to. I've just I've just got to get hold of one. So all the general rule of thumb now is, any sort of ship that gets released on the vintage collection, I'll be looking at very closely. But yeah, it's something.
Would
I'll definitely
be the
doing.
Same sort of design then, stand, as the original one?
I don't know. I've only seen the front of it, so I just need to see the underneath.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I was going to say, because I thought it pretty much looked like the same mold. I could be wrong. Stu dropped his capris to show us his My Little Pony joke. Oh, look, blimey, I did. A very proud moment. Only 2 tie interceptor, Stu. I know you've probably got about 5 or 6 or something ridiculous like that. Black Series figure stand. Do they ever come out of the box? Ooh. I've got a couple of Black Series figures out of the box. So all right. George, if you count ordering double, does that mean he can have 4 tie interceptor? Unbelievable. What's this? Now I'm looking for stands where it only goes off the floor by 1 inch or 2 to take stress points off the vehicles, as I make ones up, as not a lot of room for big stands. Okay, that's fair enough. I mean, because, well, I mean, the thing is, you with things like your TIE fighters and stuff like that, they've got to be quite high up to get the wings off the floor, haven't they? So
yeah, that's why we brought out the B-wing horizontal stand.
Yeah,
because everyone loved the vertical stand, but like space was an issue. I think every collector's biggest issue is space, isn't it? Not just for stands, just for stuff in general, because we just can't stop buying.
Well, not Martin. Ben, have you seen his new toy room? You've got loads of space in there.
Toy room, like
loads of stuff in there.
It's starting to get busy.
Yeah, it'll be full of Willow soon, won't it?
Yeah. It's maxed out on Willow now, Ben.
I'm talking about Willow from Buffy.
Oh yes, I'll take her as well. But you know, maybe a few Hasbros. I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh dear. What's this? Black Series feet peg holes are all over the place. Why most stands for them come with 3 different peg holes? Yeah, I don't know why they've got to keep chopping and changing it. Just keep it as one standard. A universal stand for Black Series would be awesome. Trying to stand them with those tiny feet are, yeah.
So the Black Series stand I'm working on now currently has 4 peg holes. Sorry, 4 pegs on it. So
bloody hell, they've changed it that many times, have they?
Oh, it's ridiculous, So it's so difficult because all these figures, peg hole size, they're all different. So I've got to try and find a happy medium. So all 4 peg stands are all different heights and maybe different widths. That's something I'll find out when I get the prototype in hand. But there's 4 peg holes, so there's three hexagons and 1 circular, because randomly Hasbro decided to change the shape, and I don't know why.
That's well, I can't understand that. And what I found interesting, we just go back to the Black Series again. You said you're starting to take in a lot more Black Series with carded or boxed or loose. I mean,
it's been
so
incredible.
the first few months then, I mean, I guess you didn't have that much Black Series at all then.
No, I just like a small section for it, and it was just selling like hotcakes. It really, caught me with the by my pants down. It was just phenomenal. And then I got offered like 2 massive lots. I found another one off eBay, and I just decided to extend it because it's the number 1 seller in the shop, which I was just
Black Series.
taking me. Oh yeah,
wow.
Which is it's crazy. But on the flip side, like vintage collection sells extremely well, but I'm struggling to try and get it in at a good price. So don't get me wrong, it's not rare. It's not rare, and it's readily available. But it's trying to it's trying to get it through the door so you can make a little bit of money on it. And you need to be very careful with vintage collection, because there's a lot of figures that are just so cheap that won't sell. So. Yeah,
so how do you go about that then, Ben? How do you get around that issue with the figures that are coming in that that just won't sell?
At the moment, I just cart them off to auction. So I'll put them in a box and wait till these boxes build up, and then I'll just put them into auction. And they always sell. You might not get your money you want, but they get them out of the way. And then what I might do, but so with the storage being like so jammed at the moment, I've had to repetitively take tons of stuff to auction all throughout this year, because like I say, the amount of walk-ins and stuff, and it's just been crazy. However, next year when things settle, renovations done, I've got more time. Hopefully what you'll see is more bargain bins, and this year you'll have a vintage collection bargain bin, and there may be a Power of the Force one. But because the stock levels are so high at the moment, I just need to get rid and basically start again. So I've taken a carton, another lot of stuff up to auction as a swap storage unit, so a thorough sort out. So
talking of walk-ins, I know when I went up to see that time, I think it was the first time, that guy coming in, he had like boxes and boxes of stuff, thinking he was going to get an absolute fortune. And he also had that jacket, was it the Phantom Menace jacket or something like that? Can you remember that?
Oh yes.
Yeah. So in the end, did you actually get anything for him? And how many people do you have to unfortunately turn away with when they come in with stuff?
Well, I was at the start, I was like a giddy kipper. I was like, so just like buying loads and loads, and then I thought, like, I looked at my storage like, this is ridiculous. So I've come a lot more sort of tight on what I buy now.
Yeah.
But going back to that guy, he was hard work.
I know. I was there listening.
Yeah. So, but but the jacket he had was like a Cast and Crew Phantom Menace one. It was immaculate, absolutely immaculate. But if I was to resell it, I think I'd probably sell it for about 200. On a good day, I'd probably achieve 250. But it's not something that is going to sell instantly. You're going to be sat in it for an extremely long time. Realistically, I'd probably sell about 175. So I think I'll fit him about 120, and kind of looked at me, like gone out. So I was like, ooh. And then he like got his phone and showed me a listing, one listed for 1,000. I was like,
yeah, but the thing is, it's all well and good listing it and asking for that price. It's it's not been sold at that price, so
I should have told him that was my listing.
Yeah. I mean, the reason why I asked if you're turning many people away is because I was going to come up with a load of my sequel trilogy stuff. So if you're not buying it, I won't bother.
Give you £1 each.
Yeah,
Straight in that bin.
Done. George, you'll take that. She'll take that.
Yeah. So the thing is with the sequel stuff is, yeah, it just doesn't sell. So I
can't understand why not.
Well, I had like rows and rows of Force Awakens figures, 3.75, and they're all like priced like between three to six, maybe £7, and probably like only this is through to the opening day till after Christmas. No, it's the end of January. I probably sold about 3 or 4. I was just like, just oink them straight out, and it's the same with the Black Series. The Force Awakens isn't too bad. That seems to shift, and obviously, like First Order troopers, they sell okay. But again, right, you've got to price them low, right, and not buy too many of them because they start clogging up. The problem you've got with Black Series is the amount of space it takes up, and that's probably why I think maybe Black Series is a lot more easier to buy than Vintage Collection because the sheer amount of space they take up. Like people forget, I think there's over 1,000 figures now.
Yeah,
for Black Series, I think, but it's something ridiculous.
Yeah, 900 of those are the Mandalorian. So
yeah,
and the Vintage Collection.
I will get round to your questions, guys. We do have another one for you, Ben. Which is the best-selling line you have, such as original 77, 80 to 85, or Black Series, etc.?
Yeah, in the shop you've got your vintage figures. They fly out every single day, whether they be complete or incomplete. But like my incomplete, sort of, which I've got a bin for around £5 or less, they sell really, really well. So probably because it's like, there's very few places unless you go to sort of Echo Live or you go on the group, or talk about physical places, and I can't think of anywhere you can go in and buy vintage figures under £5 or under. So they sell extremely well, and but vintage complete, like they're on par with the Black Series.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's between those two, but they both sell regularly.
Do you Oh, hang on a minute. We've got another question. Ben, how difficult is it to draw the line between this is for my collection versus this is for the store? Oh, great question.
Yeah, so it's a lot easier for me nowadays because I've got so when I started out at like 2013, 2014, I became sort of official in 2016. It was very difficult then because it was all kind of new and stuff like that. But it's just like an experienced trader now. You get so much through the door that you actually get bored of it, which is actually leading me on to the mini rig display, which I'll talk about in a bit.
Yeah,
there's certain choice pieces that come in, and the stuff. It's more new stuff that I haven't dealt with. So Lego minifigures, for instance, like they've passed
Adam
me by,
said interested.
never dealt in them before, and they've come in. I've set the the display up, and I'm looking at some of the articulation, and some are like, these are fun. These are amazing. So there's stuff like that. But then going to the other end, if you get some really like big hitting items in, they're a temptation, a big temptation. So I had a sealed Tatooine skiff for sale. I've taken that off. That's in my collection at the moment. I might change my mind, but I'm just like. And then I had another walk-in, vintage walk-in. It was the Sears Denga shrink wrap. I'm not sure if you're aware, that is extremely difficult to get. So I had one of them come in. I should have said
shrink wrap. I bought 3 rolls of it the other week.
So this is a Canadian card with Denga on it. Fortunately, had the pop cut out, but it's been graded. To have one of those sealed in hand is just amazing. So for time being, that's in my collection. I might release it in the future. So so I got that at a pretty good price, but unfortunately with the pop being cut out, Obviously, it decreases the value, but the last one went in really good condition. I think we went for about $8,000. Yeah, it was just crazy. So when you get stuff like that,
More than
it's
my
just
car.
like it's a temptation. Like so.
Oh dear. Right. Just quickly see if there's any more questions. What's this? Ken Million Falcon stand is excellent. Yes, yeah, it is. It is. Yeah. And
So
hello there, by the way. Nice you to join us. Thank you.
Cheers.
Yeah.
It's a massive seller.
Yeah.
Really good. Like so.
Yeah. Yeah. I managed to pick that up last time I came up to you, Ben. I've had to. Well, I've got it positioned at the moment. I've had to take the radar dish off because it doesn't quite fit, but. It's cool. You can't see the radar dish anyway from where we are, but yeah, it's awesome. They would work perfectly for you, Steph. They come with something. Okay, well, I don't know what they're talking about there. Stu, what is your most valuable figure? Oh God, that's a good question. I wasn't expecting questions for myself. In what respect are you talking monetary value, or are you talking sentimental value? I guess looking at it, I would have to say it was either my last 17, a man, or Yak Face. I've got both those, and they were at the time roughly around £350, £375 each at the time I bought them, and that was about 4-5 years ago, I think. So there you are. They look great, Jonathan. I would need to. Oh, well, they're still having a little conversation. You have time now. So bloody hell, they're all talking about Steph.
She comes on these live streams, she just disrupts everything, doesn't she?
Oh no, the lads are trying to listen to the chat. Steph, stop asking them questions. What's the matter with you?
I'm gonna get slapped.
Bloody even Connor's at it as well. Well, Steph, I bet it's out of this world. Good God, unbelievable. In time for the eclipse, meteor shower and planetary alignment. Bloody hell! How much of this is Steph? Sorry, Ben. I do apologise.
Des put a really good question on there. I don't know if you've gone past it. He asked,
hello, Tim. How are you, my friend? Sorry, whose question?
Des put a good question about what was the furthest anyone's come to the shop to come and visit the bunker.
Hello, Keith. By the way, nice to see you, mate. Hoping you're keeping well. Listening, but able to comment for it. That's okay. No worries, mate.
The furthest.
Yeah.
The furthest at the moment is America, and this wasn't like I didn't even know he was coming down. There was a guy called
Brad.
Corey came in with his mum.
Well, he made the, obviously he didn't come over just for the bunker, but it was like on his list of things to.
Well, he comes over every year to visit people down in London, and then they pick a few places to visit. So they went to London, Liverpool, but they purposely stayed in York on the last trip to come to the shop.
Nice.
And to have someone just walk in off the street from America was just quite incredible. However, it appears that's going to be beaten tomorrow because I've got a guy from Australia coming.
Oh, cool.
Now, I'm presuming that Australia is further.
Yeah, I safely say it's further.
Yeah. So I've also had someone come over from Holland, but next year I'm hoping to have an organised visit from a lot of my friends over in Sweden.
Oh, cool.
We're going to talk about that. So I'm going. We're going to an event in a couple of weeks. There's Echo Live in Sweden.
Oh,
so
right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Plastics over there.
Yeah.
So that's at the end of August. So I'm hoping like they'll come over before the next Echo Live, come to the shop. I'll put them up and then we'll go to. So yeah, but it's like the interesting thing about since Martyn Adam's last video is like the international interest. I've had messages from all over. Yeah, wow. The inbox has been red hot today. Yeah, the video, which I thoroughly enjoyed, is just it's been incredible for the shop again, and the views keep on going up and up and up. So, which is cool. I find it all so pleasing and quite humbling, really, because I'm just going about my business, really. So.
Yeah, but the thing is, you like the time and effort that you're putting into it, the passion that you put. Well, would you say you were passionate about it? I mean, obviously, I would say you are, but I mean, only you can kind of answer that.
Fucking obsessed.
Well, there you are then.
Honestly, yeah, I find it difficult not to think about anything else than other than my businesses. To be honest with you, I'm just really happy with the way both of them are going. And not just that, it's filling gaps in the community. So with Action Plastics, with flight stands,
Yeah.
You know, there was people that did them, but nobody did them on the scale that we've done them now, and it's very much enhanced people's collections and also my own.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's something that, you know, that very much needed to do, and with the bunker, you know, the shop came by chance, and when the opportunity presented itself, it was just too good to turn down. And again, if I could pull it off, I thought, you know, which I seem to have done, but we'll see.
No, well, you have done. I mean,
7, 8 months in, so.
But yeah, I mean, you've not even done a year yet, right? Is it?
And it's just been incredible. But the thing is with me, it's like when it comes to kind of like social media and stuff, is that I've been doing this like now for 10 years, but I've always been like Facebook group events.
Yeah.
Never really like sort of jumped online onto YouTube or anything like that. And to have all the sort of kind of like interest and media attention and all the overwhelming positive comments is just all a bit, well, it's just amazing, really. And so it just gears me on to do a bit, you know, just more and more. So
yeah, well, no, you've done a fantastic job, and like, you know, Star Wars still is a big thing, especially with us collectors and stuff like that. So
it's crazy.
You know,
like people say like, oh, you know, it's dying and this and the other, and cinemas, you know, people look at the movies and like the ratings and stuff like that, but the collecting scene is just bonkers, and it will be bonkers, and it'll go even more bonkers, especially the vintage. In the next 5 to 6, 7 years, vintage is going to go mental.
I'm keeping my vintage. I'm keeping it. I'm not going to move it on. I'm keeping it. I've decided.
The vast majority of the vintage collectors were between 45 to 55, and they're all approaching retirement age, and you've seen it in Corgi, Matchbox, Dinky. All those trains are now a couple of these are falling off the cliff now because unfortunately, like, the collectors are dying off, so there's no one to take over the mantle. So, but you look at, you know, you've got two different sets of collectors in Star Wars. You've got vintage and modern, and then you got your hybrids, your vintage and modern. So, but like, mark my words, like Black Series in particular, once Hasbro decide to discontinue that line or don't take up the license, Black Series will go through the roof, and eventually so will the V2s on the vintage collection line. It's difficult to see now because you can pick it up so cheap, but you think look back at vintage, you know, 1985, Star Wars was dead, Transformers, G.I. Joe, He-Man. You had all these like independent hardware stores that couldn't shift like mocks for 10p each. You wouldn't even dream or think about these mocks going for hundreds, if not thousands of pounds. And it's
I mean, you look at that auction you did over on auctions that on May the 4th. You know, the figures they had there, that the mock-ups and stuff like that, or the knockoffs and stuff. You know, they were going for an absolute fortune, weren't they?
Oh yeah, those Uzis, like they didn't.
That's it.
I don't think there's only one that sold on the live auction, but after the vast majority, I think, sold after the auction.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, but I mean, they're just crazy. They were going like between £5,000 and £7,000 each.
Yeah,
and they're not even real. Like,
no, I know. I mean, so with that in mind, next year being the 50th anniversary of Star Wars and stuff like that, do you see yourself being even busier next year because it is that 50th year anniversary?
Yeah. So the shop will be closed.
Hey?
Yeah, for the 50th. Well, when is the actual?
Well, I mean, it's May.
End of May, I think.
End of May.
Oh, right. Oh no, I'll be open for that. So, but I'm off to Celebration, so I'll be closed for.
Oh, are you? Okay. Did you want to? Well, as we're on the subject of, because I was going to ask you what events you got coming up, because you say you got Sweden and stuff like that coming up. Yeah. What else do you have planned within the next, now till next year?
Well, I'll be doing Echo Live. Where Echo Live is always brought forward because of Celebration, and then I'll be going to Celebration. But I might be selling, I might be not. I can't say anything.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, that's fine.
Because I'll get told off otherwise.
that's no problem at all. No problem at all. So they're going to be moving Celebration Echo Live forward again next year. So it's going to be in March again, is it?
I presume so. That's what they usually do. It's not. I'm not. They haven't said anything to me, and I'm not a spokesman for them. But Generally, they've always done that because the vast majority, well, not the vast majority, but a considerable amount of people will be going to Celebration. So,
What, from the UK?
Oh yeah. So they even moved it forward
Bloody
for the
hell.
Japan one. So
Yeah. Okay. Interesting to know. So other than that, what else have you got planned? Like you say, you got Echo Live, you got the Echo in Sweden as well. Celebration. Anything else?
nothing.
No.
You're not doing anything at Christmas
because of Celebration. I can't really talk about it.
Okay. What Martin said? Got anything planned for Christmas? Holiday special?
Nice. I like it. You got to do that.
I haven't really given Christmas much thought at the moment. So I just want to get sort of like Echo Sweden out of the way, then Echo Live out of the way. And then I can start fully concentrating on Christmas. I don't know what I think. But every time I get cosplay down or I put on a little mini anything sort of like food on outside, it's always hugely well received.
Yeah.
So and with last Christmas, obviously we was open on the 29th of November, and I was open most days in December. Yeah, the shop was absolutely crazy. Yeah. So I'm not entirely sure if I'm going to do anything specific, but I will be open considerable amount of the time. But now I do have kind of like a set cosplay team. I'll probably be up for doing something. I don't know what as yet, though. Yeah.
Okay.
But we'll see. But what would you like to see?
Well, I'd like to see Martin dressed as Slave Leia.
Done.
Stu.
Oh, dear. Sorry. Oh, actually, I can't really say anything, can I?
No, you can't. Can you?
No, I can't. Shit.
No. Yeah, if anyone wants to know what Stu looks like in a Slave Leia outfit, then I suggest you look in the chat group a bit later.
It's funny enough because I've actually done it before.
Have you?
Yeah.
Oh.
I'll dig the photo out at some point.
No, you're all right. You don't have to worry about that. That's okay. Don't put yourself out. Don't put yourself out. Don't put yourself out. So you did May the 4th this year, which was a very, very successful day. Awesome day. Are you going to be in the UK next year for May the 4th? Will you be doing something similar?
Yeah,
if you are.
Yeah. So I get it. With the problem is it falls on a Tuesday this time, doesn't it? So, but it's going to be Bank Holiday Monday again just before that. So, the May the 4th was just incredible.
Yeah,
the shop was busier than the opening weekend. It was just couldn't believe it, especially when we kind of scrambled it together. But it turned out very well in the end.
Yeah.
It blew me away again, and it was just incredible to see. The shop was busy non-stop up until about died off about 3:15, and we closed at 4.
Wow!
Honestly, it was just like the demand for Star Wars is just crazy. And it's been real eye opener. Don't get me wrong, I've been dealing it for so long. I know it's there, but when you've got a shop and you see people walking through the door constantly and just constantly spending money, it's just opens your eye. And this is the scary thing about the May the 4th, it was more local people. So if you think I had a shop in a more sort of accessible central location with a train station and stuff, makes me wonder how busy it will get. It's just the fact that people are traveling from all over into Royston, basically an unheard of old mining town. Is just
you put Royston on the map, old boy. You put Royston on the map.
Well, I've been trying to tell them, but they don't listen. So it's all a bit surreal that people are sort of traveling all over. Usually, once a week, I get somebody making a long journey.
Yeah.
So I had someone from last week. I had someone from Ireland. Week before that, on the reopening day, was Blackpool, not too far, and then there was another guy sort of from down London as well. So there's other sort of stuff as well. Like if people can't make the opening times, if you want to drop me a message, I'm happy to open the shop up if I'm around. Because obviously I only live next door. So I did that for a guy on his 50th birthday. It was on a Tuesday. He came from Northamptonshire and he said it was the highlight of his year, which was quite
Yeah, that's
Yeah, it was unbelievable to hear. So,
all right, let's just quickly catch up on the chat because they're chatting away. Hopefully not about Steph and whatever it is she's bought. Facebook is always a great way to show what's new in your store. My local shop posts on Facebook, and it helps bring me in the shop when I see something I like. Yeah, no, cool. Must try and visit the bunker. I usually get my Star Wars collectibles from Nerd Base in Battlesbridge, Essex. Honest to God, it's worth going. It really is. I travel all the way up from Surrey, and Martin travels from Cambridgeshire and stuff like that. So it's definitely worth going. Yeah, shipping gone mad. So I now let eBay sort it all out. Just keep going up. So end up being out of pocket. Yeah, I know it's a bit of a bugger. Going to see if Darren will Pony Express a few items back to the UK with him. That's not a bad idea. Darren is great, and oh god, they're talking about Steph again. Bloody hell! I was lucky and got to ride Stu's My Little Pony. I humped his leg. You did, and you fitted on it quite nicely. It's about your size, isn't it? Little Dean, bless him. Yes, I'm out of space. My brother and mother tried to get me to move back into my old room just so I could store all my Star Wars toys in there. Well, tell them no, Tim. Tell them no. Evening, Scott. Hello, evening all. Should remember this was starting really early. Yeah, sorry. I'm a bit of an old fart these days, so I want to be in bed nice and early because I'll be up silly o'clock in the morning. That's the excuse I use. Right, that's floor 3 thing. Oh, she's talking about a Lego. What's she building, Martin?
It's an observatory, but
it's following on here, I assume.
Oh dear. I'm sure Martin will agree on a good price when he sells his collection to you. Oh,
is that to
what
Ben?
You sell him? Yeah, that was.
But the thing is, Ben's got everything I've got, but you graded, so he's not going to be interested. The dead scale collectors.
Martin, is there anything else that you want to ask, mate? Does need to make space for Hasbro's.
Sorry, mate. Sorry, I was reading the comments.
Oh, sorry. Martin does need to make space for Hasbro's Willow and Steph's collection. Is there anything that you want to ask?
Just listening to Ben, and when we go up and visit, and we film or we're just looking around the shop, it just dawns on me, and you might agree with me that I think Ben's probably got the best job in the world, or at least I'm very job jealous. I would most want in the world, to be quite honest with you. I'm so glad it's been a massive success, and
likewise.
It's an absolute joy to go up there and just immerse yourself in Star Wars. And I'll reiterate what Stu said: if you haven't been up there and you're able to get there, you've just got to go up there and experience it, because whether you're into modern or vintage, it's got the lot. It's absolutely great.
Absolutely. Question: how do you judge your pricing for each range? Are you seeing any line starting to peak? Oh, another good question. I will get your questions. I do promise. I do apologise. It's
a really good question. So, modern, right, is hugely temperamental. Can be very volatile, because it's more on the stuff that's been released over the past 2 years.
Yeah,
like some of it can go on sale. Some of it can stay on sale. Some of it can sell out quick and then shoot your price up. So I've got to be very careful. I kind of like go over the prices like once every 3 months, like monitor what's appearing in TV episodes, films, and what's flavor of the month and stuff like that. So
Ben's research is watching Star Wars.
So Lego is one you've got to watch, because that's just bonkers. So with vintage, I can pretty much second guess that. So, but you've got to be very, very mindful. But I'm watching like all sorts of vintage, on the groups all day. So for me, it's just trying to get to grips with modern. So, which is like, I'll give you an instance. With the Black Series, when I took the first display off and replaced it and extended it, I then I was going through all the prices, and some of the prices were way off. So I had prices, some prices at 30, 35, 40, and then they were only selling for 25 on eBay. But when I was checking eBay the last time, they were regularly hitting those things. So it's a little bit annoying, but you just got to just get on with it and do it. And it's just about just keeping on top of it and research. But it's a quite a good question. So fortunately, the prices don't vary too much, but I like to try and keep everything, fair. And what I will do in the shop is that I don't want stock hanging round for too long.
You still got that A-wing vintage one?
I've got the sealed one, the other one, the loose one sold. So
How long's hanging around too long, Ben? It's been there since the opening day, isn't it?
So with the some stuff I'll just pull out immediately if I don't think it's going to sell. Other stuff I'll reduce or offer out. There's other stuff that I'll let sit there because I know it'll sell. But I think one of the most surprising things is like sealed vehicles on the modern line, which I thoroughly enjoyed trading previously on eBay and around the groups. They don't tend to sell that well in the shop at the moment. So, but like stuff like U-wings, I can't keep U-wings in stock. Put them in, sell straight away. And we're talking about those like, the Force Awakens ones or whatever they were. It was on the Rogue One packaging, or is it Force Awakens? I can't remember.
Yeah.
So can't keep them on stock. They sell straight away. Like TIE fighters sell quite well. But it's more the bigger, more expensive ships, sealed. Yeah. I'm starting to think if that's more of a select market. So
I was going to say when we visited, I noticed compared to earlier in the year, you did have less boxed vehicles in there, and I'm guessing that was a choice because you've expanded your loose range now, because you didn't really. I mean, when we first went there for a visit, you weren't that keen on doing loose ships, but now you seem to have sort of adopted those, or you're getting behind the idea of loose a bit better.
Yeah, I just thought like I didn't want to block anything out, so I just want to try and cover as many, loose lines as possible. And also I didn't deal in modern loose, but people kept on asking for it, so I bought a few job lots and actually became quite therapeutic. But like I said, I'm still on a learning curve with modern because I'm very much a vintage guy. I'll be honest with you, like some of the figures like walk into the shop and I look at it and I'm like, who's this? Like, I was like, oh right, he was in a cartoon. I was like, oh, I'm gonna have to watch that one then. So
we've got one more. I've got another question. So I'm going to do this question and then we're going to look into the slides, because we've got some slides of the store, how it's looking now. So hello Potter or Ben, do you have any Star Wars toys from your childhood? Any faves? And this is from Darth Wizzy Wizard.
I sold most of them because most of them are all like heavily play worn and stuff like that. I do have one particular figure is my Rees carded, which I bought off a car boot. I bought two of them, 50p each. And then I also have a cherished yak face that again I bought for 50p from a car boot.
Yeah.
So, and I do have a couple of other like beta figures that I've kept from my childhood, but that's when my dad passed away in 2013. This is with a catalyst for me to get back into collecting Star Wars. So I was cleaning the house out, and I knew my collection was up there. So it's not like I stumbled across it. So I just pulled it all out, brought it to my house, and I started sort of selling it and replacing it with mint figures, because back in those days, you could buy a mint figure for nearly the price of a beta figure, which is unthinkable when you think about it now. But yeah, so not much survived from my childhood. I do have little bits and bobs. I also overlaid a little bit of He-Man as well. So yeah, little bits. It's definitely the carded reuse for me, because it was like a car boot find, which is
cool. Right, doing well. Got an unboxing video done earlier, so happy about that. Universal. Oh, good to hear. I don't if they are available. The Black Series 2-pack Shadow Trooper with Speeder Bike and Endor Black Series Speeder Bike and Pilot. Are they available? Oh, valuable. Don't know if they're valuable.
The 2-pack Shadow Trooper will get you 90 to 100 quid. And what was it on the Speeder Bike with what?
Was it Speeder Bike and Endor Black Series Speeder Bike and Pilot? Speeder Bike.
Yeah, if it's the one I'm thinking of, they'll be about 100 each.
Okay. What's this? Sweden is in Scandinavia. Well, don't tell us that. You need to tell sags that, don't you?
VTR's put a question. Do HasLabs sell well, Ben? If you've had any HasLabs in the store?
The Ghost, my word.
Mate. Right, sags.
I had one and it sold, and that's only because I offered it at a discount. And the amount of HasLab Ghosts I got offered, I just turn them down because I just don't want them clogging up the shop.
Yeah.
As for the Cantina, that's sold. I've only had kind of one of each Razor Crest Cantina. They've all sold, put it that way.
Yeah.
But the Ghost in particular, you can pick them up 10 a penny for the price you paid on release. I kind of try and swerve them because they're just massive.
And that sail barge you picked up, have you sold that, or was that for you?
Oh no, that's in my collection room now, which is work in progress. So yeah,
Right.
Can't wait to get that out. So
we'll have one more question, and then we'll definitely get onto the slides. Question: could you see at some point extending the shop or even opening another shop? Oh, that's a good question. You tell you what, this guy Maldiv, he's asked some good questions tonight.
Extending the shop is a no, simply because you'll need planning permission. We would have to build onto the side, the front, or at the back, and that's like our property. So I don't want to do that. But what we will do instead is we've got the driveway at the back now done, which the back door of the shop leads onto. So eventually, what you'll see is some sort of fair take place, where I might get some guest sellers down or put more stock out, get some artists down, maybe some actors. So that's kind of like the only extension I'll do, which is like a special one-offs throughout the year. As for opening another shop, there's scope for it, but I don't really want to do it, to be honest with you, because it just doesn't interest me. So
fair enough.
But there is, if I did choose to do it, there is definitely scope, but I have to do it down south. So yeah, it's but I'm very happy with the way things have gone and the way it is for now. So
right, I've got to ask this one because this one's from Little Dino. Little Dino wants to know, who is your favourite Star Wars character? Why is Boba Fett overrated? There you go, Dino.
The favourite Star Wars character, I've got a few. I quite like the Hoth Snowtroopers, Power Droid, anything Imperial really. And as for Boba Fett, he just is, isn't he? There's all this fanfare about him. Don't get me wrong, he's all right. I don't mind him. Don't mind a bit of Fett tax either. But
no, but you don't. Bloody hell.
When it comes to actual, the character, he looks cool. The actor that portrayed him was amazing.
Yeah.
But I just think it's a bit too much hype for my liking.
No, fair enough. What was the video that blew up and continued to grow, mentioned earlier? I think that was Martyn and Adam's. Is that their recent video that they've done of yours?
Yeah, so that's the one that's just been released. So I think it's up to over 9,000 now. 9,000 views, which in the grand scheme of things, 9,000 views compared to other YouTube videos aren't. It's minimal, but within the industry and what we're in, it's quite a lot. If you compare that to other other YouTube channels, it's up there or it's beating it.
Yeah, so it's doing well.
The thing is, for me, it's extremely pleasing because when it comes to social media, I can sort of take it or leave it, and I'm just going about my everyday business. And Martyn and Adam, they come down, they do a brilliant job in editing it and portray the shop properly, and I'm over the moon with it, and it's just great to see it so well received. But the first video they did, which accumulated over 18,000 views, that was just incredible. What it's done for the shop has just been phenomenal as well. So
yeah, and you can find long time ago's channel in the description below. So if you're interested, go check them out. It's very worth doing. Right, we got Biker Scout here. Hello, Dario. How are you? Nice for you to join us. Thank you very much. Right, let's get into the store itself then. So we've got some images. So this is the mini rigs display that you've talked about, and you did mention it in Martyn's video. This took some time to do. Yeah.
So out of everything I've done in the shop, this particular display has taken me by surprise, simply because like I mentioned in the video, the like mini rigs are they just turn up everywhere. They're absolutely everywhere, and you just get so fed up with them. So I had them in the cabinet for a bit, but I said, right, when I refurb the shop, right, I'll make a display of them so I can just sell them, right? I didn't think about how they'd look or the display or the presentation. I just thought I'll just put them neatly there, and that was it. But this particular photo and display has garnered so much attention.
Yeah,
that it's got me thinking now. I'm going to have another display.
Okay.
I'm not going to go into it just yet.
Yep. Okay.
I'm going to wait until I give it a good few months, because if you like this one, then you're going to love the next one. So,
Sweet.
but this is the thing: is like I say, I'm just going about my business. I'm just selling Star Wars, but
yeah,
all this feedback, all this attention, stuff like this gets. It's just it's
thing
nice,
is when you
but
see,
I find it quite
yeah.
It's interesting to see people's reaction. But if you go,
Well,
if you
the
like
thing is,
that,
when you
you're
see
gonna,
that, it takes you right back to this, like the late 70s, early 80s, when you had these kind of vehicles in these boxes on display in near enough every bloody toy store that you went to in the UK and obviously around the world. So seeing that, it does look incredible. It really does. It's just awesome.
Yeah, it's like I say, it's something I didn't think about. Like it's like when I was setting up the shop, I wasn't thinking about people's reaction. I just hoped that people would travel and people would enjoy it. And it was the same with this as well. I've actually sold it's worked though. I've sold quite a few, but I've got to top it back up. So I've still got loads more to put out. But like I say, but it's stuff like this, when you get feedback like I've had on this, it just spurs you on to do something else, which I will be doing nearer to Christmas time, I think. So,
okay.
but we'll see. So there's something where I'll keep close to my chest for now.
So this is the new look downstairs.
Look at that tat.
Yeah.
Glorious tat.
Yeah. So that's all the tat, is it?
Yeah. So this is just random stuff. For me, I thoroughly enjoy like sort of dealing in this kind of like lower end stuff, because
bloody flip flops, Jesus.
Yeah, because one of the things I said about the shop is like I want to make it accessible for every sort of budget.
Yeah.
And there's like you go like the thing that like wrecks my head when you go into like the Disney store or other stores is you'll see just tat, which is like £10-15. You're like, what is it? So I've made sure there's tons and tons of fun stuff here, like between like £3 to £7. There's a few stuff like priced £3 and under, just real good fun stuff. And people come in and they do buy it by the bucket loads as well, which is fantastic. So if you've got 20 quid, you can leave the store with several items. Something like that was very important for me.
Well, we're talking
also as well. I hadn't really like dealt in this sort of stuff before, and it's amazing what you can pick up so cheaply. So.
Well, talking about tat and the Disney store, Des T picked up some tat at the Disney store, didn't he, the other day, Martin?
He did. I can't even remember the name of the droid.
It was, the shit one. Yeah, he picked that up, bless him.
R2SHIT.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Oh, dear. So this is the top of the stairs. I can know there's such a big change and a big difference to the way you've got it all displayed and stuff like that. So that's so cool. And this is Martin's new love. Look, hot toys. Look at all those hot toys. Did you pick one up, Martin? Have you done your pickups video
I didn't.
yet?
I was at Ben's and he was showing me like some of his personal collection, and
was he now? Oh yeah.
Just sitting there was an Emperor Palpatine on his throne hot toy.
Oh right.
And I hadn't seen it before, and I was like, oh, that's nice. But I managed to resist. And then we came in store, and there was an Anakin Skywalker in Clone Wars armor, which I quite like the look of. But I was very sensible, and I left with 0 hot toys. So you'll be very proud of me.
Okay. So seeing Palps on the toilet then wasn't enough to sort of like persuade you to buy it then?
No, not really. No. Close, but no cigar.
Fair enough. With your hot toys, Ben, do you get many of these in? How often do these sell?
They're quite difficult to get in. Yeah. So most of these are actually on commission. So this
Right.
is the vast majority of them is someone's collection that they brought in. So I'm just taking a small slice as I sell them bit by bit.
Yeah.
But the general rule of thumb, they're difficult to get in because they're in such high demand. Very much like Lego. It's difficult to get, a good quantity of Lego in unless you're completely and utterly concentrated on that particular line.
Right.
Because they're so popular, the chance of picking up cheap or a good margin is slim. Even though I tried, you can win the occasional one at auction, but again, most of them when they go to auctions, most of them hit the price they're supposed to achieve. So
right.
Yeah, but they are they are extremely popular.
When you say commission, and obviously you take a cut of what they go for. I mean, do you charge shelf space and the amount of time that the items there?
I just charge a percentage on what they sell at. So I give them a price list of what I'm going to sell at, and then give them the percentage, and they just either say yes or no, and then we go from there. So
fair dues. And this is again downstairs, isn't it? So that's where the back entrance is, isn't it? The wheelchair access.
Yeah,
just there, isn't it? Yeah, that's it. Yeah. So what have you got on this bit here?
Dirty Funko Pops at the bottom where they belong. To be fair to the Funkos, they're not bad sellers, and they're very popular with kids. And again, excuse me, most of them are like around the £5 mark as well. So to be fair, the ones the better articulated ones, they actually sell quite fast.
Okay.
So it's not all bad, but it's a line I don't actively seek.
Yeah,
I'll just buy them as and when they turn up. If they can get
something else, Des T can buy. Something else, Des T can buy. You like to see a punk.
So and then above them, you've got some like Unleashed figures, which
oh blood, yeah, I remember those.
They're good figures, but they don't seem that popular. And then we've got some like head knockers next to them, and they're excuse my language, but they're on the shit list. So I think they're going to get pointed out soon because I haven't sold many of them. Above that, I've just had a load of modern figure sets come in. Like most of them are open, but there's some like really good sets in there. So they only came in, I think it was like a week and a half ago. So I've just moved the display around, fitted them all out, and then the next two rows you've just got your master replica helmet to the top with the scaled lightsabers, and then you've got just a little bit more tat on that shelf below. You got logo lights, mugs, drinking bottles, all sorts of stuff. That stuff sells very, very well at Christmas.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, I suppose it's like stocking filler stuff, isn't it? I guess. These are all your boxed vehicles. Am I assuming it, or you got?
Yeah. So it's been fairly popular. I've been moving it around bits and bobs, like so.
Yeah.
Put also more of the heavier, more bulkier items up there. So I've got like Hot Wheels set and a few other bits. But I've moved the games as well.
Okay.
Onto the middle left because like Monopoly, Risk, stuff like that sells very, very well. And again, in like at Christmas, the game section gets completely decimated.
Yeah.
So and then I've just got an array of like different box vehicles. But again, I'm eyeing a lot of stuff up there that's been hanging around for some time, so I might just oink that out at some point soon and replace it with something else. So it's very important to me, like I monitor what sells and what doesn't, because I want people to come, like especially when people are traveling far distances, if they can only make it once in a blue moon or once every 6 months or something. I don't want them coming in and seeing the same shop. So it's really and obviously I want stuff that's going to sell. Yeah, no, absolutely. Of course you do. Yeah. So it's like the Power of the Force stuff is it's starting to dig at me. So I think that's going to get pulled out soon. The Power of the Force 2 figures, just they're unless
so I'm guessing that kind
of a bargain bin coming.
Oh, okay, not an auction then or anything like that.
No, not just yet, because simply due to time. So
okay. Would you call that a last resort then, taking it to auction?
At the moment, it's a necessity. I can't even pronounce it. A necessity because I'm so short on time.
Right.
And with stuff like stocking up, I just need to. The best thing about an auction house is you take it there and that's it. They're done. They process everything.
Yeah.
Okay. They'll take the percentage, but invariably, you know, it's a good chance to shift dead stock because most of it, or it sells. Okay, sometimes you might not get the price you want, but the most important thing, it sells.
Okay.
So it's been auction houses, like I've been taking a lot to Oberon and Vectus over the course of the year, and it's been a bit of a godsend because it's just been like the shop's been that busy.
Yeah,
and like we're buying loads of stuff as well, which I've now stopped. You know, it all got a bit too much. So, but like I say, next year, instead of taking it to auction, I can either list it on the website or put it in a bargain bin in the shop. So I'll have lots more time to play with them.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Oh, this is the prototype games. The little pocket games and stuff like that. Yeah. Hand games.
There's like, I couldn't believe I got so many in through the door. But so, like I said in the video, I'm just chatting to a few people to ascertain what stages of production certain bits are in. But you know, that's only like a snippet of what was bought. You know, I've got like a box full of guns and stuff. This all came from a Tiger rep as well. And there was a Tiger Electronics rep who worked for the company back in sort of the late 90s.
Yeah.
There's not just Star Wars. There's a load of other stuff as well. There's a little bit of Pokemon, Action Man, and James Bond as well. So from that late 90s era.
Okay. Have you had much interest in this, Ben?
No.
Oh, okay.
So, but like I said in the video, like the pre-production market for modern in UK or in Europe in particular is just it's not particularly strong at all. But over in America, you know, it's going to be that's where most of this is going to end up.
Right. Okay. Would you sort of like shift that over there yourself and move it on or sell it to someone? I mean, if there's a buyer from America, I guess.
Yeah, I could advertise it on the Facebook groups, or I could put it into like sort of the auctions over there because they'll snap it up. So it's something.
I mean, there's so much you've got to take into consideration, Ben, isn't there? Different markets and different like countries and what people like in different parts of the world and stuff like that. There is a lot to take into consideration.
Oh, it's crazy. So one of the key things about the business is understanding where you can sell stuff because that's why you're here. So, like for instance, I have a guy in Australia who constantly buys Rebel Transports AT-ATs off me because they go for considerably more in Australia because the shipping is so expensive. So if I can consolidate a big box and send it over to him, he can then profit off that. Wow. And also, obviously, like AT-ATs and Rebel Transports here are a 10 a penny.
Yeah. So,
you know, it's win-win. So as soon as they come in, I can instantly sell them.
Yeah.
It's like with mini rigs as well. Since that mini rig display has gone up, like the American interest in them has been quite hot because mini rigs over there are, I don't know, should we say treated differently? They're more sort of respected over in America, whereas I don't know over here there's interest in them, but they're just everywhere.
Yeah.
So then you go over then like I'm going to Sweden in a couple of weeks. Like the certain vehicles in Sweden go for a premium, like TIE fighters, like blue TIE fighters, they'll go for like 150, 160.
Wow.
Like last 17 in America gets substantially more over there than it does in the UK. Interesting as well, brown snake Yodas, and then Forest Endor Ranger, the tri-logo. That goes for almost double the money in America as well. Wow. But then you flip it on its side, and then cloud cars are 10 a penny. You can pick them up for $30, 25 quid-ish.
Yeah.
And you can sell them here for 60, 65. So now that used to be the case with dewbacks as well, but dewbacks have caught up price in America. So they're a little bit more difficult to get over here. But you're talking about 5 years ago, they were everywhere. I think it might be something to do with, I don't know, the rains. It's very, very difficult to try and find, you know, unbroken rains now.
Yeah, they are.
Like 5 years ago, it wasn't an issue, but I recently had an unused one come in, and the rain is hanging off. It's still attached, but it's hanging off by a thread.
Wow.
So and these are all just different examples.
Yeah.
You know, around the world, and there's going to be plenty more.
Well, like I say, it just don't realize there's so much to take into consideration. So is this what we got here? Oh, that's is that your Action Plastics?
Yeah, so this is the Action Plastics display we halved and we put in that motion censored cabinet.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So a lot more slicker now, I think, and yeah, it's good. I like it.
They are. Really... So, what have you done with all the boxes then? Because you used to have the boxes of the
put them behind the counter now.
Right. Okay.
So I was keeping bulk stock of vintage stuff behind the counter.
Right.
But that was slow selling, so I've taken that out, consolidated that to one drawer, and then I put all the stands in the two other drawers, so it's worked out really well.
Cool. Here's your display cabinets at the front there. These are pretty cool. And you had that was it the Sears Cantina playset there, didn't you? That was yeah. I didn't realize they did a Q grade. When I watched the video, I was really sort of like surprised with that. Did that surprise you, Martin?
Yeah, I'd never heard of a Q grade until I walked into the shop, and the first thing I asked Ben before we talked about anything was, "What's a Q grade?" I had no idea.
Yeah,
I was the same. I was like, "What?"
I mean, I suppose you're still learning as well, Ben. You're learning different things as you go along, I guess, with different bits and bobs and stuff like that. And
you can never ever stop learning in Star Wars. I'll be honest with you, like I say, I've been heavily dealing in vintage for 10 years, and I tell you what, about once a month now, you're finding new stuff out. It is just impossible to know everything. And now with me dealing heavily in modern, but yeah, don't get me wrong, I enjoy it like a sponge. I absorb information, but it's every day is a learning day, and the day you think you know it all is the day you've finished. Because you've got the problem you've got with vintage as well is with reproduction, and now with the retro figures coming out, it's just an absolute minefield. It's just I can't. When it comes to buying vintage, I'll only buy it off extremely reputable auction houses that have a designated Star Wars expert or something face to face. eBay sales, Vinted, anything like that, I will not touch with a barge pole any longer.
So, Sagsy, I love him. I love it. Look at him. Oh, Lord John, should I say? I'm still wondering how people will buy in the future. You think I'm crazy, but seriously, one day no one will have a job when robots are doing all the work. Well, there you are. That's You ever thought about getting a robot, Ben? No? Not yet. Not yet.
Well, how much are they? This shit ain't free. Look at
We're only chatting with Steph when Stuart Martin talking. Charming. So I wouldn't rely on selling a collection for retirement for financial gain in the future. Like in 15, 20 years, max is all we got before money won't exist because no one will be making any with no jobs. Bloody doom and gloom with you, Sags, isn't it? It's unbelievable. What the hell? Not at the rate Dino's gobbling up Bitcoin. Oh dear. I remember the Cara Dune figure going up in price for a while. Then the figure has shot down in price to cheaper than the latest vintage. Yeah, I know. God, that pissed me off. That did.
Yeah, that was a bit of a story about that. So when she got cancelled, that night, God, it was several years ago now. I stayed up till 2 a.m. trying to find Cara Dune figures. And I managed to find a case over in America and got it really cheap. And the prices on Cara Dune on Black Series were absolutely astronomical for about a year or so. And then they started, then they plummeted, then they went back up. But now I sell her for about between 65 and 85. And on the vintage collection line, she was not as pricey as the Black Series one. She went up, but now she's just normal price. Normal price. Now there's even talk of her coming back.
Don't surprise me. Right, so here we've got, I think there's some Power of the Force down there, or Power of the Jedi. You've got some Attack of the Clones. Not Attack of the Clones, Revenge of the Sith. And you got some Attack of the Clones down there. I mean, this does look really cool. This really does sort of like take you back to the times when figures were readily available in all sort of like good leading toy stores. But now it's just, and these ones are some of these. I mean, they did some great figures. I mean, what did you think of this, Martin? Because I know you like your 3 3/4 inch.
Yeah, no, this is when you walk down into the shop. This is the first place Adam and I go, and we spend good half hour, 45 minutes going through every arm, making sure that there's any that we want, and then you go through them a second time just in case you missed any. And it's funny because you somehow miss them, and then Adam will say, "Oh, did you see this?" And I would have looked at it 5 minutes previous and didn't spot it. So I'd say, and Ben would probably back me up, most of what we buy when we come to the bunker is quite a big selection from this area of the store, because there's always some good bargains there. There's always figures that you never see in there, and I think the thing that I've kind of come to love since I've started to open some of my figures is those older blue saga sets, and they came with such great accessories. Back in the day when you bought a figure, they weren't deluxe back then, funnily enough. They were just regular figures.
No, just
and they come with some great stuff. So I really, really love this part of the store.
Some great stuff there. Some great stuff. And then this is from the bottom of the stairs. So I mean, that looks so much tidier, doesn't it? I mean, you've got to, like you say, you've got to be a lot happier now, Ben.
Yeah, I'm really happy with the way it turned out, but do not underestimate the amount of faff that went into changing it all around.
Oh, I'm sure.
Because like you'll take stuff off, and you think, oh, that'll look good there, that'll look good there, and then you take it, then you go, no, I'll change my mind, and you do that several times, and you've probably lost half a day. So
are you quite indecisive then, Ben?
I don't say it's indecisive. I just want it to look as
good as it can do. Yeah.
So it's like setting up your collection room, isn't it?
The worst thing is when you do it, you set it out, and then you look behind you and you've missed a box of figures, and you're like, oh my god. So you got to pull half of it down. But don't get me wrong, it was fantastic to do. I thoroughly enjoyed it, but it did get a little bit sort of boring and tedious. And like I say, the amount of faffing, so like taking it off, taking it there, and getting it all down. Like getting the furniture in wasn't a problem, but I didn't. Yeah. I estimated that the shop would take me four days to change round. It took me 2 weeks.
Oh wow!
Yeah, two weeks of just moving stock round. Which the thing is, you look at it and you wouldn't think, but it's just crazy. Like so.
Yeah. So this is the case at the top of the stairs. You've got all your sort of like TVC 1.0 there, or your HasLab figures, and then just to the left, you've got some. Is that that's TVC just starting there, isn't it?
Yeah. So I mean, that cabinet I absolutely love.
Yeah.
So brand new. It's all fully lit on every level. You can see everything very clearly now. It's much bigger. Fills the hole in at the side, and I've still got room for the Legacy Falcon at the top. So. Yeah, I was really out of everything. I was really happy the way this one's turned out. So
yeah, that's cool.
That looks,
do you get much TVC 1.0 in?
At the moment, no. It's like I say, I've been struggling to get any sort of like vintage collection in. Wow. So, and that could be due to the popularity of it, maybe.
Yeah, possibly. Yeah.
So, like I say, don't get me wrong. Like I said before, it's not hard to get in, but I've got to get it in a price that warrants it to hang on the shelf. Like so. Yeah, but again, it sells well, so I've got to really sell. But there's a few lots coming up at auction soon, so
is there?
Yeah, I'm gonna have a dabble on them. So
no, fair dues. Sorry if I've not got you in the chat. I will try and jump through the chat quickly towards the end. We've still got a few more slides to go through. Hot Wheels, I'm assuming. Yeah, is that? Can I see?
Yeah, sells quite well. But like I say, don't get me wrong. It's all extremely cheap. Apart from a couple of choice ones, it's all extremely cheap. Yeah. But they're obviously very, very popular with children.
Yeah.
So. Yeah.
And this is the again in where your counter is. I've clocked that R5 D4 when I went last time. I was very tempted to pick that up, but I think I've got enough of those. Yeah, I just love that display. I love those shelves at the front there. And this is where you keep all your vintage stuff and whatnot, isn't it?
Yeah. So I added a second row of vintage figures as well because the top lot of complete, second row is ex-factory stock or incomplete. They just sell so well. It's like but for everyone, that was the bread and butter for what everyone had as a kid. So it's no surprise it sells so well. But they're just fantastic to look at as well. Just as a display piece. So
yeah. I mean, because I know Martin's very much into to his graded vintage figures. I mean, do you get many of those come through the door?
Yeah, I've just had a massive batch come through from UKG.
Oh, look at Martin's eyes. He's picked up. Yeah.
Yeah, so like probably about maybe about 40 figures, 40 to 50 graded figures come through. So yeah.
Wow.
But again, due to time, they're just plonked in a corner for now. So
I'll come and help you sort them out.
But eventually I'll unleash them. But yeah, graded for my own collection, I have all my figures graded. Civica, I love the way they display. So, but graded is very has got a lot more popular over the past few years. And when I take it to events, it sells extremely well. Graded figures. So they're sold quite well in the shop though. So
cool.
So that looked like you had a couple of Tonica sisters in that cabinet just to the right there.
Yeah,
Ben.
That was the
where?
No,
if you go back to the TVC cabinet.
There you go. Just on the third shelf.
How can you see there?
I just remember them being there. That's all.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
I thought of somebody when I saw him.
Shut up. I'm spending my money. I'm not even up there. Bloody hell. So here's your TVC. So yeah, I just like the way it looks. I love those card backs, and
I think it's just Star Wars though, isn't it? It just looks. Yeah. It just displays so well.
Yeah.
I mean, like the card backs on the TVC, I absolutely adore. So
yeah,
what you have on the left hand side is these are all. It's just rows and rows of the same figures. This is just bulk stock I picked up considerable time ago. And then on the right-hand side is just all sort of like a mishmash of like recent releases and whatever I've picked up. I've also added in the TVC loose, and I've put the Black Series 3.75 because basically it's the same line. So the Red Box Black Series haven't been selling that well up until I put them there. So it's definitely proved fruitful changing that display around. I also got rid of the radiator as well because it was taking up a load of like space. It didn't work anyway, so that was something I wanted to do when the shop closed. So now you've got more stock to feast on.
Yeah, no, nice.
Plenty of Gamorrean guards in there as well, Ben.
Oh yeah.
Oh, cool. We've got some other bits and bobs. Is that Blacks? Is that no? It's not Black Series, is it? That's
There's retro.
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah, this is just kind of like a mishmash of kind of like the not so well selling lines. I just thought put on here.
Yeah.
So Rogue One's not too bad actually. But again, all this will be changed around soon if it doesn't start shifting.
Okay.
So apart from the Disney figures, they're really popular. They're on the top right. They're kind of like Disney / Muppet / anything like.
Oh yeah. Well, Georgie's bloody because Martin and Steph are doing Sandown. Martin and Steph are doing Sandown next month, and they've got a table.
Georgie.
Bloody hell. Yeah, God's sake. Yeah, Martin and Georgie, should I say, are doing a table at Sandown, so they're going to be getting rid of some bits and bobs, and Georgie's got a fair few of those Muppet ones that she's going to be looking to get rid of. So here's your Black Series. This is the
so decided to move all the carded ones onto the left because I had that many of them, so I could put all the box on the right. So the last display was all in tubs.
Yes,
it was good because people could have a good route. But I was desperate to change it. Now I've got everything hanging up on the shelves on the right hand side, so it's a lot more organized as well. So I'm really happy with the way that's turned out.
I just love the way it looks. It looks so neat and tidy. It just I like that. That's pretty cool. And then you got some more bits and bobs here. This is a close up of this.
You see those 12-inch figures down at the bottom.
Yeah.
The articulation shocking. I think they're in Aldi for like 5-6 quid, right? I kid you not, they sell really well.
Wow.
Really?
Yeah. So, but don't get me wrong, they're all like £5 each.
Yeah.
But I don't know what it is about them. But yeah, I can't. I'd like the things I'm like I go out and try and buy now. You can pick them up very cheap, but it's very, very strange because you wouldn't. Obviously, it's not aimed at adult collectors, but yeah, they sell very, very well. Like,
yeah. I think it is awesome. Again, you got some more Black Series here. I just love the car backs. It's the vintage style car backs that we, just in 6-inch versions. I mean, look at that, Mike. They've got a C-3PO there on a Star Wars car back.
Yeah, he looks shinier than the one we've got in TVC as well.
Well, he's probably better scale as well. The one we got is shocking, but I just think it looks so cool. And again, here, this is your view from the counter now, isn't it? So it's amazing how much it's opened it up with taking that cabinet away from the end of the counter there. It really has opened it up. It looks really cool.
It's just a lot more accessible, and having the counter like on the right hand side now as well. It's just the amount of space I've got. It's just amazing, honestly.
So I get this is more Black Series, and you got some 30th anniversary there as well, haven't you?
Yeah, this is like the most rifled through bit in the shop. Like I'm constantly tidying this up.
The Black Series.
Yeah, it just gets it gets bummed on a weekly basis.
Right. So what is this, Ben?
That's my Facebook group. So if anyone wants to join it, that's where I post up on every Thursday night. So I post up every Thursday night, and then my ex-business partner Richard Temple, he'll post out throughout the week.
Right. Okay. Cool.
So, and obviously, if you've got any requests or anything specific, just email the shop or join that group, and then see what's for sale on those particular nights. So.
Okay. Cool. I'll definitely be adding my name to that. I'll join that a bit later. So there's that. Right, let's just quickly catch up with the chat because you've been awesome tonight. We've had a lot of people in the chat, which is fantastic. Thank you very much. Des is sitting on a fortune on that one figure. No, he's not. Don't build his hopes up. Has Martyn bought a TVC equivalent TIE fighter yet?
Well, I've got Darth Vader's TIE fighter.
Stu, buy his A-Wing, mate. Do it. You're just as bloody bad as Martin for spending my money, Wizzy. For goodness sake. Bloody hell. I am very interested. I will get there one day. I'll post a pic of me on the throne. I'm going in the group chat later. Yeah, cheers, palps. I'm not proud of you, Martin. You should come out with 2 or 3. Yeah,
I'm so sorry, Brad. Brad is the worst person I should be taking advice from when it comes to hot toys. But I love you, Brad.
Yeah, I think it was. How many did you take out from Joe Fest?
I think he walked out with 7. Was it 7? Yeah.
Just mental. Question: besides the toys, the Star Wars range is endless. Do you judge space given on popularity, and is there items that you will not stock? Okay, well, I think that'd be the last question for tonight because we're pushing on for time. We're nearly 2 hours, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, like for instance, Acolyte. Just I'll point blank refuse to buy that.
Even in TVC.
I just try and avoid it at all costs because I can't have stuff hanging around in the shop. So it's like I said, when the shop first opened, I had a load of Force Awakens. I'd pulled that out because that wasn't selling either. But then there's other stuff on the flip side that I haven't dealt in before. So what I do, I'll get that line in and I'll put that in the shop just to see if it'll sell or not. But there are certain things that I actively avoid. 100%, because the thing is, it's like if stuff will sell eventually if you price it right, but everyone can check eBay solds, but what eBay solds don't tell you is how regularly it sells, and how long it's been sitting there for. And that's something like again, Power of Force 2 figures, stuff like that. Rebel transports, vintage Rebel transports. I try and avoid them like the plague. That's why they get sold to the guy in Australia. They hang around.
Wow.
Yeah. So there's all sorts of trying to avoid it. But I'm still on a learning curve because selling online is completely different to selling in a shop. So like 2 years down the line, I'll have more of a clearer picture of what will sell and what won't. So.
Crikey. I've got to say, I'm so sorry to everybody in the chat. I've going to be missing your questions. We're coming up to 2 hours, so we're going to call it a a night. I just want to say the chat has been amazing tonight. Thank you so much. Really do appreciate it. And Ben, I've got to say, and I think I can speak on behalf of Martin as well. I would have spoken on behalf of Adam, but he didn't turn up, so I won't. But no, seriously, in all seriousness, you've done a fantastic job, and long may it continue. The from what you and Joe have done over this last few months, because it's like you say, it's not even been a year. It's just remarkable. And I will reiterate, if you get a chance to go to the bunker, please go, show Ben some love and show him some support, and I'm sure he'll appreciate it. But
yes. What I'll also do when I get a chance, I'll have a look at the questions. I'll see if I can answer them on YouTube.
Okay.
So.
Yeah, no, cool.
Yeah.
But Martin, have you got anything coming up, mate?
Well, first, thanks for inviting me on, Stu, and
that's okay.
Thanks Ben and Joe for inviting us up for the other week. We do have a video coming out this Friday, which is kind of a sequel to our video at the bunker. Now, Ben told us about this super secret location that we had to be blindfolded and driven to, where he stores all of his vintage and modern Star Wars. So Adam and I were really lucky enough to just spend about 3 hours in this massive facility, I'm going to call it.
Oh wow!
Rifling through all these boxes, and
that was just the one storage unit. You haven't been to the better one yet, though. But that will change eventually.
Yeah, but honestly, it'll blow your mind. It'll blow your mind what we found in some of these tubs. So yeah, that's coming out on Friday. But thanks again to Ben, Joe, and obviously Stu for inviting me on.
I'm really interested to see the reaction now, because for me, the storage has just been a nightmare. I know you just I don't think about would people be interested in this or whatever, but when you and Adam came through the doors and had a look, and you're like, Christ, you're like kids at Christmas. But to me, it was just a bit of a burden at the moment. But it'll be fascinating to see what people think of it. So yeah, interesting.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was great having you over. And hopefully that video will earn you some money as well.
Get a couple of quid out of it, maybe.
Yeah, and he'll come and spend it. He'll come and spend it at the bunker.
Yeah.
Who's this? Hello, Gilster. How are you? Nice you to join us, my friend. We're just finishing up, mate. We're just finishing up. Like I say, a huge thank you to Ben and Martin. Ben, it's always a pleasure chatting to you, mate. Like I say, really pleased that things are going well. Myself, well, I'll be up at some point within the next couple of weeks, whether it be next week, I'll be on my own, or the week after, I'll be up with Georgie, depending if how things are. But yeah, I'll be bringing that Republic shuttle up, so you can get to work on at some point with the stand for that. You sell it. Oh, cheers, man. Thanks. But yeah, no, cool. And once again, Martin, thank you very much. You can find the link to a long time ago's YouTube channel in the description below, along with the website to the bunker and Action Plastics. Once again, thank you so much. Take care. Oh, what have I got coming up? Oh, the quiz. We've got the quiz, the rock and pop quiz starting Saturday, so 10 o'clock. That should be fun. But yeah, other than that, take care, stay safe, and we'll see you soon. Bye for now.